Oral data included garbage, entries collected without verification.
Yeah, Mumboy Jumano, Mutihonum, and a Mugada garbage.
NPP vindicated as oral was a complete waste of time.
Oh, Semekai. Yes, NPP for money budget because you are there gathering garbage.
A preliminary investigation even may show that some of the complaints were just noise. There's nothing in it. But we collected the data as it is, so including the garbage.
Ayayeka, member of oral team, and I ought to the Numutusano.
Did you just use the word including garbage?
Yes, because we collected all the information. Remember, we were not investigating.
Ayayeka, and among these officers are oral team.
And yes, JoyNews has started at DB. Who should be moved away from his or her ministry if there is a reshuffling or cabinet shake-up today? Aban will grant the 1 year.
Ain't today, Obi Trena Junior. A sense only 1 year, and my anchor.
We lived with Nanado Dankweku for the Jimmy way for how many years?
Oh, Okra Opa did the attempt to.
Omanibuama is even in there.
Yeah.
Mutala is in there. How stupid can these people be?
I agree. Omanibuama any Muntala. Omuye ewo helicopter crash no. Say in a JoyNews.
The disrespect from JoyNews. Now you put ministers there. You put cabinet. You know some of these people, we lost them in the line of duty. Their families are still mourning.
Wait a minute. So we knew subscribe na be ka abusia ko na che wa adwene e won sema ye be dwidwi ye JoyNews versus KevinTaylor Jandam issue why na oye real Jandam no KevinTaylor anase JoyNews.
Now my Jiminti, people who are, with all due respect, who are even dead, you put them in here. What are you trying to achieve?
At this point, yes, I agree. Say Odima JoyNews on that side now. Ebane say na omane buama any muntala. Mudi wo pictures eka reshuffling adwene ho a mo pese mo kire. Wow, KevinTaylor was on the car steer. Obetu ni say pam 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 pam.
Let's kill Jandam right now. Team, stay with me. Ghanaians are supposed to be very careful when it comes to JoyNews because right now what they are looking for is Sabani ye juma dia yempe kwan bisu yen sayabano. Let's kill Jandam right now. Team, stay with me. Now this is another Jandam I want us to kill. And I know sorry you know. Dia yabehu ewo JoyNews almost spreading information almost spreading ewo Ghana. Edigu obani hu fin edigu eye Mr. Dumeluvo, the former Auditor General who you know, it is a newsroom thing. You see, the news editor of JoyNews, I saw a bodam for, and I'm going to do a whole scandal on the news editor of JoyNews, newsroom hono, the person who is in charge of the news, you know. I'm going to do a job on that person. Then you will know how corrupt and those criminality my year. Obi say Evans Mensah, when MPP more power no. Omoni Kojo Yangsemo, they created companies. And those companies they created, they were taking contracts from the government in the name of consultancy. Now we'll be proving to you, Ghana, they know, say, if the NPP does not come back, filthy money now before, they are not going to get it again. Now, this is what they are doing. Now look at the caption that they've put up. Oral data included garbage, entries collected without verification. Now, you will see, say, the same story. NPP vindicated as oral was a complete waste of time. Menchia South MP. Now, I took my time today to sit with my team to look at the kind of caption that JoyNews edema this particular asama esino. Yesterday, they had a show where they had this cow who is from Menchia South, where obviously he was in the studios of JoyNews. And during the show, no, they called Daniel Dumeluvo, the former Auditor General, to speak on oral because the Attorney General had come out to do a press conference or to speak to Ghanaians on how or update us on the cases he's working on. Inti, as usual, they don't have any news. They don't have any content on JoyNews. It's a waste of time. Mr. Dumeluvo gave JoyNews that respect and said, I'll speak as a member of oral team now that were basically taking a information to hand over to the Attorney General. Remember, as some of a panic can or TV, we all had it. But you see, what JoyNews tried to do, and then they say, they tried to create this idea in the system, say, oral ejuma omuye no, oral ejuma no, garbage. And in fact, omu hunipa oye MPP ni a ono so betina hono. In some na Dumelivo ka yeni nyina, they interviewed Dumelivo about the work of oral, about what went into oral ejuma omuye, about specifically what oral represents. Because remember, majority of Ghanaians from the beginning, they thought to say oral was going to do the job of the Attorney General. But oral was going to be a committee that was going to take people's grievances and people's information and then sift through the information to give to the Attorney General and see the ones that are prosecutable. Oral's job was basically like a bridge, or kind of simple sieve, to sieve the information about the ones they believe is credible, no, they will give it to the Attorney General. Now let's go listen to Asama Mr. Dumelivo Kanya and the JoyNews and Nam Ghana Ekache Ghana for you say oral ejuma muye no almost information in your garbage. Let's go listen to the show itself. After that, we will deal with the Ekoso.
To say that I remember Supreme Court say pay, but it took some time. I don't know up to now whether it has fully been paid. So winning the case is one thing, but recovering it is a different ball game. So I completely agree with the Deputy Attorney General that yes, as for us, we just collected data and summed it up. We didn't do any investigation. A preliminary investigation even may show that some of the complaints were just noise. There's nothing in it. But we collected the data as it is, so including the garbage. So if he has taken time to look at it and maybe based upon some preliminary investigation and think it's on the high side, I do not disagree with him.
Did you just use the word including garbage?
Yes, because at times people, in fact, nobody came to us that we turn away and say, yes, we will not take your information. So we collected all the information. Remember, we are not investigating. So when you come, we are not going to say that Mr. Mensah substantiate what you are saying. So you just come and say that I know Mr. Maliba is involved in this, that. The amount is this. We see the document you have and we capture it. Some even came in the form of emails. Some even came in the form of emails. What about if the person is just making it up? Being an experienced auditor, I know that you can even submit documents. And later on, when we test the documents may not have any substance or they may not be authentic.
So Mr. Dumelivo was clear when they asked him. And the good thing about the Oye and say, "Oh my Ghana 40 a year the oral ejuma." But you see, Evans Mensah and it said about Tankurabano, his interest was the word that Dumelivo used to say. Some of the data we collected were garbage. Meaning, even though they collected them, it was of no use. They did not meet the standard that they were looking for to move it to the Attorney General. And Dumelivo was trying to tell Jimmy and Itise about time Kuraban say, what we did was that we opened our doors, we were collecting data, we were collecting information. Obianfa die onimumbra. Yenye investigations. But we look at what you have brought. We go through it. When we see, say, it makes sense or it has something valuable in it, what we do is we pass it on to the Attorney General. Now, Attorney General or Ghana or the right to investigate and prosecute. Enti, so we tell Dumelivo Kasana, journalist he or she would dwell on the work of oral. Send a bay bit much gun and or TPZ and say, oh, oral na ya can no more juma any investigations. Now, Omajuma to collect data, collect information and go through, because Dumelivo Kasano or say omu bie eye epono ne se obia amfa de wehu embra ana de wate embra ene de ekuta na ye ngina so mbra no nipa bebre di bebre baaye ebi mu ho de en po a saa nyomom de baaye na enhye da ni ngina so, even though it is in their possession, it is garbage to them in court because omu ntumi fa nya hwe. Let me make it simple for Evans Mensah the teaser about time kraba. Even JoyNews, when they send reporters out to go and cover an event, that's the event, 1 hour. Sa reporter ne ko abontene na se ode ne report ba. What the reporter does is, sa 1 hour event no cover the reporter only at the end of the day picks out what he or she and the editor thinks say it is valuable to the listeners. And they say President Mahama, High Court, Appeals Court judges be, and our court judges be, and the Oma Omojuma, and I say, and the event be see. Now, as a journalist, if you join news, call no do 1 hour. Now, or recording Nina Sia, or but JoyNews, that's or Barbecue News, on 1 hour Nina. But that does not also mean, say, sa 1 hour no could you material now, the free location, hoba, and material in garbage. No. Now, see, you bear 4 minutes every 1 hour, nimna ya botch the Ghana for. Na Ghana for 8 years, no say, oh, as some way ne course so, was department way and event way. It does not mean say the rest of the minutes na yambono a garbage. Technically, it's garbage because that moment no went to man find news no. But that news now or cover 1 hour no, it goes into the editor's archives. Because in the future, a beer obi can assemble event nasia, we might need it and play. Into the moment that our report and bebana or the 1 hour tape beba ye be you 2 abo ana emu 2 minutes per abo no, it technically makes a 1 hour tape no about 58 minutes or 48 minutes of that tape garbage. That does not mean say report and the buy no everything is trash. And that was what Dumelivo was trying to tell Evans Mensah kwasi ampenyi na ni ti se oba tan kraba no.
Hello to my lovely ones, Fifi Robertson.
George, it was a mistake.
Keep on watching DH Celebrity News. It's the best so far among the rest.
It was simple. I see any oral. Our mandate is simple. Collect information, collect data from emails, from WhatsApp, from hard copies. When we get them, we look at them. The ones which we think say very, very solid, we pass it on to Attorney General. Even those ones, when they get to Attorney General, it is at the Attorney General's own discretion whether to move on with it or not. So, investigations, they receive information and they pass it on to the Attorney General. But look at this foolish journalist sitting on TV. Now, as someone do Melevo Kaninano, so a journalist now Nimyansana say, oh, person didn't correction kofona. Nanu see na you were supposed to rehash and say, you know what, Mr. Dumelivo is educating Ghanaians about the role or what oral does. And in that small minutes now, Dumelivo Kasano, na ochre oral for Juma omuye. Or send your munya information. And na osachre mu say omu nya nhwehwemu. Omu de omu information no na oma hwehwem. Na de omu say ano eden no omu de ama Attorney General. So why is it say ade tie no JoyNews in the morning, they basically made this their caption. Oral data included garbage entries collected without verification. How do you put this out? What is the motive behind this? Because one, you want to discredit the person you interviewed. That is it. You want to discredit the oral committee. You want to discredit the government. A diabolic mission. You are stupidly stupid to do this because you are basically misinforming and disinforming the populace. That Ghana of which I try to omit in this obit to na otie caption no na say or just or caption technically into oral juma we garbage. This is the foolish journalism we are talking about in Ghana. Journalism in Ghana, the job na JoyNews here no almost say Ghana misinforming Ghana. Man and Ghana. Into Ghana na say for 8 years no. JoyNews played a bigger role in it. How do you do that? Into no and this guy also na no say ponko baby no. Ono so betina ho first time MP. He's daft. oh, NPP vindicated as oral was a complete waste of time. How? How is NPP vindicated? Unless you are a dumb politician, unless you are foolish as a lawyer, unless you do not understand the English, not Dumelivo Ejina TV no so no worker. Because the bad thing about this whole thing is Dumelivo Kasano na Ponko Anuwe na Ottawa. He was listening to Dumelivo. So out of mischief, out of misinformation and disinformation, out of hatred for the truth, out of Jimmy, Akwena no se Ponko baby, asabit now, oh, we have been vindicated. The NPP can never be vindicated when it comes to crimes. When we talk about crime, corruption, Jimmy, it is NPP. So what did Dumelvo say in that interview? A vindicating NPP. Why? NPP are known as criminals because when Ora was put together, Ora wasn't put together because of NPP. Ora was put together because of corruption and corruption related issues. So why are you NPP taking say Ora was just targeting you? It is because your hallmark is corruption. It is crime. Because nobody said say oral it's targeting a MPP for. They said oral is targeting corruption. And why is it that today you can say oral asama MPP for say you have been vindicated? This guy is just a dumb idiot. Now the you say these people, the kind of seat omu winning the parliament, sa seat, you don't have to fight. The only say one this way, any issue share our roto, and every time we get fools like these coming to parliament without any substance. Because we all listened to Eddie, we listened to the interview. Dumelivo took time. Onya break which day. Intigana ni awoshamende, as simple as that. Oti oral for Juman say, and the Oti way awoshami, Oti Kumasi, maybe a Juma Kumasi Municipal Assembly, and now Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, or whatever you call it. Now we Juma, now your accountant to her, and a Nipanana or Hono, and a Nipa Wichum, Ebia Mahama time, a Kufu time, and now and the Nipebi Woho, Nasa Obo Chronona Owan Krata, Otaman Kratana, Ubet me email Koma oral. Otaman Kratana, Ubetma was Sapidia Koma oral. Otaman Kratana, Ubetme Meli, Edia Map Post, Edia Koma oral. That is their job. Omon Saka, no more biem. Omu biema no ma king can say, we dear, anwa ding. Yen former attorney general. Oral, omu ni powers here, the prosecuting the oral, omu nya investigations. Oral is basically a hub whereby they collect all the information, the data, and transfer to the attorney general. In fact, say oral the 10 document ekoma attorney general. Na attorney general shemu, that's what we say 10 ninjina and ninjina so attorney general can choose not to prosecute anybody from that 10. But oral so to be the 10 o'clock. Attorney general bet me with 10 ninjina eye investigations and we say when we dear I'll say prosecuting na. That is the job of oral. Entire then akwa we also a school a lawyer. Jimmy was over say MPP has been vindicated. Vindicated from what? And I keep telling Ghana for me say the JoyNews Jandam news news outlet that yedi cocaine sikati grooming a lot of criminals in Ghana. Majority of the people in politics today, JoyNews majority of the criminal lawyers in Ghana today, those who are calling themselves, oh, we are journalists, we are senior journalists. It is who JoyNews because they groom criminals. Look at Kojo Ponkroma. Look at Isankuma. Look at somebody like Ayekweku Bakumo. Look at Egbert Fable. All these people coming out of JoyNews are all criminals they groomed because that is the only place that they will give criminals the opportunity to exhibit their criminal tendencies. It's you're very careful with JoyNews, a very dangerous outlet. In Ghana today, open credible news. You have to go to Media General. You have to listen to Loud Silence TV. There are other criminal news credible news outlets out there who are giving you people the news, the right news. JoyNews is fake news. They don't get it why the NDC government is not giving them money. And the NDC government will not give anybody money at JoyNews. Any day I will hear say any NDC person at Tamsikama JoyNews, if they are credible, they need to work hard to be credible. They are not fearless. They are criminals. And I am letting Ghanaians know the kind of media house yeni omote wa Ghana. Omu ya akromfo. Don't trust Joy News. Yeni na video no. Yeni na yetie. The only part I know then say the word garbage that was used, and he used it in the right context, because it is not every chaff that came to oral and also Mupushima Attorney General. No. It is not every chaff or garbage. A bedroom oral for TV table, so and also the Attorney General. So he was right. Dumelivo was right to use that word. Unless Evans Mensah and Tise Batan Kuraba Yajun Somuno until Brofuna say, unless he lacks comprehension on twin chilemu and not say the Ketamane butu for the trim. In for Yachimano, nobody atro say mino. Now let's kill another Jandam.
I was for interesting stuff ahead. She said, "Oh mama, KevinTaylor, the cocoa a pie."
Joy News for start here, DB. They just want to distract this government. Me say Joy News, muni chance biom every four. And yes, sorry, no pa. Joy News as I start here, DB. Me say they are finding every means. Yeah, I'm say documentary by a good attention, and they go around the nation. People are seeing the work. The 9 months a year. People are seeing the work the land minister is putting in. People are seeing the work Ghana Police Service are putting. People are now seeing a government that is trying to fight illegal mining. And right now they don't know what to do. They are frustrated. Joy News in a good material new content new. Now, their agenda is that let's make the government unpopular. It is not going to work as far as people like us, we are around. Because you see, Joy News more, and yetina homa kukuba akomoko tina woka kachire Ghana for say, Nanado Dan Kwekufuado a lawyer, Abraham Nimise Kufuado a drug addict. Nietia, and Joy News for Yabeka just said, Nanado Dan Kwekufuado, Sebio, Onede, or Nipebia, Ondi Yokogarida, Ondi Gobeda, Obetumati Ghana. Omotiano Bakaja say Kufuado, or a lawyer. Joy News for we had a big creative story to a team. And you see, we allowed them, we gave them room, and they propagated all these lies into the system. Fed the Ghanaian with lies. And they ran this country down to zero. We are not going to take chances again. We are not going to let any Jandam slide. We are going to stop every Jandama. Mo person mo the same man. Yeah. And pay omuhudi omonka. I'm sorry, and pay almost another one abeto. Oh. Who should be moved away from his or her ministry if there is a reshuffling or cabinet shake-up today? At this point, Aban will grant the 1 year. If the government wants to reshuffle or the president wants to reshuffle, he will. We lived with Nanado Dan Kwekufuado the Jimmy way for how many years? How many times to reshuffle here? You people were never able to tell Kufuor's government that who should be reshuffled. It's a Jandam. They want to distract the government. John Dramani Mahama has selected the best. If he feels that somebody isn't performing or he feels somebody will do better at a particular place or a particular position, it is in his right to do that changes. You, Evans Mensah, Kojo Ghcn, and Kwasiafo Amakano, say, more start Joy News as where you are. You have been moved around like a shower for dross because the Joy News desk, they look at where at the point you have to put. Evans Mensah, na baby host host. But for some reason they have moved you there and they have moved somebody to the morning show and they have moved somebody to the 6 p.m. news. It does not make it look like say unim the oye. It is at the point say agency and I say news room number one. Omo feel say they need to move you around. They move you around. Sa nyoma we na mo person mo ye na omo de eye or time bi beto eye den eye NDC abanim. Omo ne Kufuado Jimmy wait na 8 years. Kufuado could not do any reshuffling because Yafwe did not do anything like this. In less than a year, they have come to line up ministers. Oh, Mahama, enya reshuffling in Kwahi.
KevinTaylor. Yes, I don't like so. Say a Tomu say dear, just say, a thing in Katanquai and Namukia nam. Just say, I just say, to ta.
You people, your job is to make sure you inform the people. The real job, you are not doing it. Go and do your job. Dirty people are Joy News. Very dirty criminals. And you see, The filthy thing they are doing, and they think what they are doing, it is going to bring Bawumia to power. It is going to make the NDC government unpopular. It is going to change anything. It is not going to change anything. Every single minister here, our president, the president is watching. Now, it's so funny. Look, Omanibuama is even in there. Mutala is in there. How stupid can these people be? How stupid can you be? The disrespect. The disrespect from JoyNews. Now, you put ministers there. You put cabinet. Some of these people, we lost them in the line of duty. Their families are still mourning. Now, my Jiminti, people who are, with all due respect, who are even dead, you put them in here. What are you trying to achieve? What are you people at JoyNews? JoyNews, what are you people trying to achieve? The disrespect and the stupidity with this. This is cheap politics. This is cheap politics. And you see, journalism, you people should understand. Things are not the way they used to be before. You people are not going to work in any room for anybody to say, hey, JoyNews reporter. It is not going to happen again because nobody see you people as some extraordinary human beings with some special intelligence. We know the level of your intelligence. We know the Jandam you are doing. This is a group. Sebio Omwa. They were working for us. They were working. Omoye Jumama wo enemy kwasiafo mugu joy. You come to put their pictures there, say the government should reshuffle them. Are you stupid? Who is the head of news, the newsroom in Joy? Just a Joy for Jimmy. The news editor is the most stupid news editor. Where are the ethics? And Jimmy Foumakacha will say, oh, we are doing traditional media. We are wearing suit. These are dirty riffraffs. These are very dirty, useless people. And you see, you sit there and you ask them, what's the end game? We can let you know, Ekufuado, the reshuffling timeline. Now, here, thank you very much, team. Let me show it to them.
It is what it is. Just say, highway no son. It's why you throw ama JoyNews and KevinTaylor. Ombeye omuhufi. Pa.
And Kwasiafo, you people think, say, you can get away with murder this time. JoyNews, you won't get away with murder. How long has this government been in power? And this year, we omoba power. It is saying, my answer time Ekufuado power. Niansha Henry Ekufuado the way he did reshuffling. So and what was it? Was it reshuffling or interchanging positions? Now let me show you this. In Kwasiafo muti Ghana, and I'm JoyNews. Eda Ghana for Ejimi for. Now look at this. Let me show you this. This is under Ekufuado. Now I'm sure JoyNews with Jimmy. Yeah, this is under Ekufuado. Nana Danko Ekufuado came to office in 2017 January. Ekufuado about office. Nana Danko Ekufuado did minor adjustment Otna officer to 2018 August. January. Obedu odi 1 full year wanye reshuffling. SID another 8 months count. Nana Danko Ekufuado. And no krano, he did not do major reshuffling. I want you people to know Kwasiafo Mugu JoyNews. You think you can distract the government? You think you can distract people working for Ghanaians? No. Nana Danko Ekufuado bedina abemu from 7th January 2017. Wanye any serious major reshuffling till August 2018. Now, some deputy ministers were reassigned. Deputy ministers. Wanye any major cabinet reshuffle after a year and 8 months. Because this government has been in power for like 9 months to 10 months. You people are telling the government, say, they should do reshuffling. What kind of stupid journalism is that? What kind of foolish infant journalism is this? What kind of myopic, foolish journalism is this? You think this thing can change the direction or how the government is focused? No. Now, after winning January 2021, post-election reappointment, from 2017, Ekufuado never did any major thing. In 2018 August, and minor adjustment, and deputy ministers, one in Sanka cabinet. Nana Danko Ekufuado, one in Sanka cabinet. All the way to 2021. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. After elections, after winning re-election in December 2020, Ekufuado retained most of its ministers. Alan Chamantin, Ken Oforiatta, and others continue in their roles. Now, from 2017 all the way to 2021, how many years? Akufo-Addo did not do any serious cabinet reshuffling. 99% of his cabinet ministers were retained. That was how many years? From 2017 to 2023. How many years that? Now look at something. March 2023, Trade Minister Alan Kode Chemantin, NKT, Efrimu, and KT Amombeshaho, and no. But today, you come and put this list on your page. Who is going to be reshuffled? Who is going to be moved? You think John Mahama is a fool like the owner of JoyNews? You think John Mahama is stupid? He was into drugs like the owner of JoyNews, like the same second the Japan catch. You think John Mahama has been into drug business and built a media house like the owner of JoyNews? Because Kennedy Japan catch say the owner of JoyNews was involved in drugs. That is how he was able to build this JoyNews. And this is the stupid thing that sometimes pisses us off. But you see, Jimmy, this is your MPP. This is your Akufo-Addo. That your toy president who is a drug addict, this is what he did in 8 years. One year reshuffling, major reshuffling, yeah. Now Mahama about power 10 months, 11 months, Mahama and reshuffle the cabinet to please who? Masa, bibia free bano, ekwan wawu. And samo, mo steady. Na mama yanchi chirima we are. Adebia ebesi wo Ghana no ebe mwa was JoyNews so. Ye lanchamantin ye di KT Amombeshaho ho eno ano no. The foolish people who helped Akufo-Addo to dupe Ghana, they were all in their positions. He kept all of these animals in their position. You didn't have a problem with it. You didn't have any issue with it. You did not put all the pictures on the screen to tell Akufo-Addo to do reshuffling in 9. In Kwasiafo, we will stay on you people. We will not change. We will make sure we stop Jandam in Ghana. Right now, no. Media house I work Ghana Jandam pa JoyNews.
I'm sure for it is what it is. Would you say at this point, who is doing the Jandam? KevinTaylor and I say JoyNews. Wajene ewo comment section so na ebe man kom no aye de say anyway. Subscribe na be ka abusua ko no na any update bia ye de beto hanom no won sa a bit maka. All right, Emerson for Zazie aka you be the head. May I say yeah.
Wonderful people, my name is Akuma Mama Zimbi and I love to read and listen to GH Celebrating News. May I say